All right. Now, and that's what the Bible says. He was of that wicked one and murdered his brother because his works, that is his sacrifice. So we went through all of that. I'm not going to back up. So then I said, hey, the Bible makes it clear that that which began with Cain continued through this guy Nimrod. Nimrod became the first world ruler, and he became a mighty one on the earth. He hunted the souls of people. How did he do that? Religion, false religion. He started it at a place called Babel, the first city that was found after the flood was called Babel. All right, remember, all the other cities were destroyed around the world. God told them to go. They didn't want to go. He convinced everybody to follow him instead of following God. He had a better plan, and they listened to him. All right. So when God cursed them by mixing the languages where they couldn't understand each other, they didn't stop their idol worship. They simply took it and spread it around the world. So where did false religion have its start? It had its birth in Babel. Babel later on became a place very familiar to most people, Babylon. This city, Babylon, is mentioned more in the Bible than any other city except one, Jerusalem. Why? Because it is the base or the starting place for false religion. And this here is where you get the mystery. Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. The mother of harlots, yeah, false religion. The harlots are the false religions that she sponsors, that she gave birth to. Babylon gave birth to all the false religions that are currently in the world. And then we found out that God was doing something, that God showed the prophet Zechariah over in Zechariah that one day prior to the commencement of the 7 year tribulation, that all the false religion are going to come back and be unified into a one world religion, just like they were at the Tower of Babel. Now, does that mean it's going back to the city called Babylon? No, no, it doesn't. You gotta remember, God called Jerusalem Sodom and Gomorrah. Is Jerusalem Sodom and Gomorrah? No, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. So what is he saying? Wherever this head of the false religion is going to be, wherever it's going to be, that's Babylon. It's just a type, friends. That's all it is. So listen to what he said here. It's going to return back into the land of Shinar. And if you come back here and look at Nimrod, look, the beginning of his kingdom, that is false religion, Babel, Iraq, Akkad, Canaan, where? In the land of Shinar. And what it says right here in Zechariah, that it's going to go back to the land of Shinar. See, it's going to go back to its base. A house is going to be built for it, a stable place in the land of Shinar. So you see what's happening? That means religion is going to be traveling and spread itself throughout all the world. And that's what we read in Zechariah chapter 5. How did it spread? How did religion spread itself throughout all the world? First, God sent it. He gave the command. He did the languages, changed the languages, and he forced them to leave. Watch how they left, though. I pointed this out. Look at verse 6. He says, what is it? He said, it is a basket that is going forward. This is the resemblance. It's going to be like what happened in Babel, and it's going to go throughout the whole earth. Now, look, he says it's wickedness. What is wickedness? False religion. And he thrust her down in the basket and covered it. Then he raised his eyes and he said, hey, look, there's two women coming with wind in their wings. For they had wings like the wings of a stork, an unclean bird. And they, who? The two women, they lift up the basket between earth and heaven. So I said to the angel who talked to me, where are they carrying this basket? So the first question is, who in the world are these two women? And the Bible makes it clear that these are two demons. What kind of demons you think this is? What kind of demons do you think these demons are? You have to go to Ephesians chapter 5, chapter 6. And it tells you there are different types of demons. There are demons that are in control of nations. There are demons that are in control of religion. There are demons that are in control of death. Demons are in control of that stuff. So let me show you what God says about the different types of demons for those of you who are not familiar with Ephesians chapter 6. Some of you are, because you know that Ephesians chapter 6 has the armor of God, helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, the girdle of truth, the feet with peace, the shield and the sword of the Spirit, shield of faith, sword of the Spirit. But watch this. So he says, hey, look, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. The battle that we're fighting isn't a physical battle. These people are under control, and you were too, before you got saved, of Satan, their father. But against what? Here they are. God lists out the type of demons out there. Here's one, principalities. Here's two, powers. Here's three, they are rulers. Here's four, these spiritual hosts. Okay? So God lists there are four types of demons out there. Now, two of these demons are carrying this basket. They are in one of these groups. All right? So, just so you know, they're right here. This religion falls in the darkness of this age. All right. So, let's go back. Look at what it says here. They're going to take this basket back to Shinar and set it on